Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Surviving Mars in our Shadow of Elysium Redux series. So we have a RC transport that has more things to do. Definitely more jobs that needs assigned to it. Let's go ahead and load up some more metal in the area. We also need to make sure that Einstein number 1, this dome, gets maintained. Hopefully it will soon. Polymer production paused for just a moment because we had a factory that was taking its sweet time coming back online. But now the machine parts are a little bit more readily available throughout the colony, hopefully. I think one of the issues that we had is a few episodes ago, I temporarily shut down, or I put all of our factories on low priority, and I just don't think that works well. I think ultimately, you know, for your basic resource production, you've got to have those on high priority so that the colonists understand, hey, these are the things you need to be doing to make sure the colony survives. So maybe do those things. Thanks. Appreciate it. And that's more or less what I did. Meanwhile, our food production seems to be in much better shape now. I'm actually going to get rid of some of these job slots here. And we will put these farms on high priority as well. 2 food stolen from Heisenberg number 1. So, despite the fact that these buildings are on high alert. Alright, good. Advanced drone drive has been discovered as a breakthrough. Water conservation is almost done, and we have... yeah, we're going to have some large-scale domes to look into, but we have some basic technologies, including some very, very basic technologies that we still have not achieved. Even research amplification, come to think of it. Hang on. Yeah, that's another 15k tech. Yeah, there's just a lot that we need to continue to do to help this colony stand up. Still having trouble getting polymers this way. I wonder why that is. Why? Why did all of our domes just lose life support? These malfunctioning cables? Is that what it is? Just a bad spot for cables to malfunction, I suppose? Ugh. Alright. Frustrating. Temporarily freaked me out when the dust storm started there. Or wait, the dust storm hasn't even started yet, so that was just a malfunction for no good reason. Was that a meteor? I don't know. We have an Earth-sick colonist. Passenger-wise, we have 10 current applicants. Can't build up applicants fast enough, unfortunately. The positive evaluation is happening on Sol 100. That will hopefully help us, you know, bring in some more applicants. We do have a good amount of money right now. I could use that to bring more colonists down. Although the dust storm that's currently hitting me is going to last for 2 sols in 5 hours, so there's no sense waiting. I'm going to put those on high priority for when there are colonists in these domes, which there really aren't yet, but there will be at some point in the future. Should I have some farms here? Or should I trust food production from the other domes to sustain this population? If I think that way, we'll probably need a food production dome, like a trigon dome, to be built at some point in the near future. Alright, if I shut these Stirling generators down, that's actually going to reduce my power generation. See? But we have lots of stored power. New anomaly found, and more deep metal. Or, yeah, this is actually deep metal. Nice. Another breakthrough. We've got a couple of breakthroughs to look into. Alright. 2 more then. Let's keep going. Definitely benefiting from looking through that bottom area. Speaking of that. That's right, we found a bunch of polymers up here. Let's get those transported. Polymers to main colony, please. This dome finally got maintained, which is nice to see. I'm going to drop the polymers here. And have that be the end of it. It's nice to finally have that tunnel up and running, I have to say. But also maybe time to go ahead and bring down... Let's see, if we do a cargo rocket now with a bunch of polymers... We could bring a couple more moisture vaporators. And we'll stuff the rest of the rocket with food, just to be nice. Yeah, our power production is actually up right now during the dust storm, which is nice to see. Stored oxygen is, yeah, and stored water is more than enough in spite of everything, so that is good. Our deep water deposit, yeah, we've got plenty of time on that. And we have more water down here to exploit. I'm feeling good about the next couple of episodes. I feel like some of the worst is past us. Gem architecture. What's this? Oh, the Diamond Dome. Nice. Has space for 2 spires. Alright, so we're starting to get some pretty cool options, but it's going to be a while until we can research them. Because we need more research per sol is what it comes down to. We've got plenty here, but when we have research amplification, that'll help. I could also build additional research buildings like another Hawking Institute. Hang on, how much would that cost me, research-wise? Or not research-wise, but electronics maintenance-wise. That's actually a good amount of electronics. I'm not sure that I want to do that. Factories-wise, I don't have either of these researched yet, surprisingly, so I need prefabs. And I kind of feel like I'm going to need them here in this dome. But you know what? I need the research. And electronics I haven't necessarily been hurting for hugely, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down a new Hawking Institute. We'll have some factories here. Water conservation system has been unlocked. Excellent! Came at a good time, and now we're finally researching CO2 jet propulsion. And the water conservation system was a... Nice, check it out. We have the Geoscape Dome available to us now. It's going to be a while before we get to it, but I'm now just going to let the research trees run and see what gets unlocked as we start thinking about what to queue up, because we need factory AI, research amplification, fuel extractors, all of these things next. Well, fuel extractors we honestly don't even need. I'm going to take that out of the queue for now. I don't need low-G fungi, although the mega storage could be good. So I'll queue that up, because that won't take long. Hard to believe we haven't done Martian patents yet. general training is probably also a good idea for productivity. It lowers the penalty that colonists suffer when they're working in a dome or they're working in a building that doesn't match their specialty. Alright, so we once again have a dome without life support. Is it because we're out of power? No, we're not. Although we are getting close. Let's go ahead and open the Stirling generators and stem the tide a little bit, in the hopes that the base can stay online. Power generation has been going up during the night because of the buildings that don't run, so I think we'll be okay. This does mean that the Stirling generators will need to be maintained more frequently because they're open during a dust storm. Alright, Extractor AI has been... Nice! Metals extractors and rare metals extractors can work without crews at 50 performance. Very cool. Alright, nothing more to look into down there yet. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to even pick up with the RC transport, so I won't worry about it. Yep, our power production just skyrocketed. So I will go ahead and close the Stirling generators for a moment, because I'm pretty confident that we can last the remaining little bit of the storm here with our current excess. And if we can't, I'll just turn them back on for the same purpose. I've just put the Stirling generators on high priority. Ditmar number 1 can't land just yet because the dust storm is still going. When I launched him, I was kind of thinking, yes, I just called the rocket to him. I was kind of thinking that I would have the that the dust storm would be over by the time the rocket arrived. Not quite the case, obviously. Yeah, I kind of want to put more drones down here. I will eventually be doing more with this space. I might even have a dome down here at some point because of the deep metals that are available to me. Things are starting to feel a little bit more stable, which is nice. But we still have... yeah. It's these research projects that are going to be important for the future of the colony. I'm going to need to land some more colonists right near this dome before long. And actually... let's see. Some of the next techs we need to look into. We need to get the electronics factory researched for sure. So once CO2 jet propulsion is done, I'm going to look into when I can put those into the queue. Because I may be able to... I mean, I've got enough rare metals right now with my current production. Alright, I think the... good. That thing has ended. We're going to go ahead and turn the Stirling generators on, all of them. Now, what's up with our oxygen situation? Why are we still... oh, that's why we got a malfunctioning pipe. Alright, so now we're getting our oxygen back. We're almost out of stored oxygen. Dust storms just are really punishing in that sense. Let's make sure the tanks are all maintained as frequently as possible, same as the water tanks. Now that that is running, let's land... this is our polymer shipment, so we're just going to land you over here. And let's take another look at the colonists that... well, hang on. We might want to wait until positive evaluation, because I feel like this is what's going to happen. We're going to get the positive evaluation in a second here, and that might help us get more colonists quickly. Alright, thankfully the Earth-sick colonist is in these domes, so he's not going to come for this rocket. Alright, are my water tanks full? Yes, they are. Stored water's at 900, you know what that means? We're shutting down the extractors for the time being. We're not going to worry about maintaining them. There we go! Our contribution towards the scientific advancement of humankind will be forever remembered. The Evaluation Day report shows accomplishments beyond even our wildest expectations. The research colony is successful, guys. Now we just need to keep building it to where it really feels sustainable. What's more important is that we demonstrated to the world that the future is really just behind the corner. Our brightest minds have become icons of prosperity and progress, paving the way for future generations to create a better tomorrow on Mars, on Earth, or any other place in the universe. I don't know about that. Mission evaluation objective completed. You have 45 research technologies out of the target 40. Final score, 7,425. Yay, we win. Now, with that being done, does that mean I get more colonists? No, of course not. Why would I expect that? All right, so, flaws. We could allow hypochondriacs again. Don't want to allow idiots. Comfort's starting to get higher, so we could allow whiners. Yeah, let's go ahead and allow that. And launch them. Because we need to get that new dome. We need to have more people over here. So they can work the Hawking Institute, bring us more research per sol, and all of that. Now this rocket should be loading up pretty quickly on its various needs. Lots of exploitable resources down here. We're going to have to colonize that area later on, if we're still playing at that point. At this point, we're sandboxing it, so we're playing the colony as long as it feels fun and as long as there's a sense of suspense to things. So I'll probably bring the series back after, you know, the next series after this has had its 20-episode run. We're closing in, on episode 20. But we're gonna... This colony is actually going well, and I have yet to have a Surviving Mars series on the channel where things have, you know, kind of gone smoothly for a long period of time, so I want to take advantage of it and, kind of, you know, just milk it for all it's worth. Enjoy it as much as we can. Alright, rare metals are on their way to Dipmar number 1. I think I see some more right there. Yep. There it is. Go. CO2 jet propulsion being added to the colony is going to be a big deal. Look how many polymers we have. It's nice. Now, of course, we are currently running out of water at the moment. That's just because we have a bunch stored. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Are all of my Moxies operating at... I just have the 2. Really? I thought I had more than that. Let's put those on high priority too. And come to think of it, I brought down a few more moisture evaporators, didn't I? So let's go ahead and have those running. I don't want to have them near anything dusty, though. Can't have them right next to each other. Yeah, they're far enough apart. And there's another one. Good. Having these running will help keep our water supply topped off. So our water situation just keeps getting better and better. I wish I had different spire types available to me, but I don't as of now. Alright, so we have 22 more passengers that are ready to go. Let's go ahead and first of all, officially... Let's make this an official part of the colony by building a landing pad. We'll put it right there. so that people can get off the rocket and walk straight towards the door. We still have plenty of concrete at the moment. No anomalies to look into. Our Earth-sick colonist shouldn't leave on this rocket, and hopefully that Earth-sick colonist will continue to feel better. There might be things I can do to help them. We'll see. Alright, landing pad's done. Let's bring the rocket down. This is going to be a pretty big deal because this dome is prepared to support people, so I'm curious where colonists are going to go. Will they all go towards the new dome? Will some run towards the other one? No, they're all going towards the closest one. Good. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and amplify that. Now, Victor number 1 is, of course, not set up to export rare metals, but we can probably go ahead and set that up the next time that rocket arrives, because now that we have 2 rare metals extractors going, yeah. Buildings with depleted deposits. Oh, that was really good timing. So this rare metals extractor is finished. And we need to, get that power cable laid as soon as possible, because that's the new dome. Alright, we've got some funding. And the other rocket's ready to go. See you later. Alright. So this situation just fixed itself. Already 14 more, so we're starting to see an uptick in how many colonists are interested and how quickly we can get them, which is nice to see. It's just been a while since we've had our last die-off, so people are more interested in coming to Mars en masse. CO2 jet propulsion is almost done researching. Matter of fact, it might be done by the end of this episode if we're lucky. Let's see, we've got a few people working in the Hawking Institute, but not many. It's because it's not prioritized, and I've got the rare metals extractor running on high priority and the metals extractor running on high priority. Oh, you need to be amplified. This one's not on high priority, and yet it's still full of people. Which is great to see. Wow, there are actually lots of seniors living here. I'm going to need the CO2 jet propulsion as soon as possible so that people come to the old folks' home, because the old folks' home is over here. Yeah, we need... There's not even that much room. I'm surprised at the number of seniors living in this dome. I might have to forbid seniors from living in these domes here and possibly build a new one in the area to support them, because I don't know if a medium dome here is going to continue to support all of the seniors that we have. 2 colonists are Earthsick. That's not good. Both of them in this dome. Something about this dome just sucks. No available service building. Social. What are you talking about? Alright, let's have the spacebar be high priority so that people are always working it. I'm a little bit surprised at how much trouble this area of the colony is still having. It just has to do with the medium domes, I think. It's tough for people to find everything they need. Even using the connections, it just doesn't feel like the system is working ideally yet. The amount of micro that I have to do to keep people satisfied is... it's a little bit unnerving. But I'll make do. Yeah, see, we have a... That's Heisenberg number 1 here. Now, we don't have security station here, so it makes sense we've had renegades. We're going to have renegades in that dome. so there are 19 residential slots available. There are almost that many seniors. Not 19, but I counted about 11 or 12. I wasn't counting exactly, but there's plenty of seniors in that new dome, and we're going to have to kick them out before long, once we have the ability to fly them, which we're going to have in just a second. Speaking of that, I could go ahead and outsource some research for a bit. It's been a while since I've done that. Research per sol is now at 2,157. That'll help with things. Awesome area for metals down here. One of the best that I've seen, in addition to the one that's near this area here. Yeah, you can see that we are in really good shape in terms of our production. At this point, I don't feel nearly as much pressure with anything really good. CO2 jet propulsion research is finished. With that, I will go ahead and build these and end the episode. Let's go ahead and get a shuttle hub built right there. That's a good spot for it, I think. And that requires what? Yep. We're going to make that high priority. The drones should have access to most of the resources they need to build that almost immediately. Yep. And I just need 1.5 more electronics. And then we're going to need the fuel to keep the shuttles going. Which, tell you what, just to make sure that happens. Have I researched high-capacity storage yet? Yes, I have. Okay. So I need to actually... When did I research that? It's been a while. So having fuel storage... We're not going to do like a high capacity storage there, but we're going to need to use those before long because they're really cool when you see them in motion. All right, so a fuel depot here. And I want the desired amount of fuel stored here to be 30. Like I want to have a large amount of fuel stored there. And here we go. Let's slow things down so we can appreciate, well, appreciate the arrival of our first shuttles. And we'll put the... Alright, so the first fuel is arriving. Alright. Man, I really wanted to select it while it was on its way up, but... Shuttles are in motion. So with this in play, we'll be able to move resources and colonists around a lot more easily, including telling seniors to go to new domes, getting resources very quickly from one side of the colony to another. You can already see this guy going to town picking up some fuel. 2 of them, in fact, to help stock the new fuel depot. So really good news for the colony that we just got those going, and hopefully the Earthsick colonists. Now, the only downside is that now we can't keep the Earthsick colonists from leaving anymore. This looks like this shuttle is actually picking up a colonist already, so we're off to a great start. We can even build more shuttles pretty easily just by consuming some electronics and polymers. And we can have up to 6 shuttles running. So I'm going to go ahead, actually, and queue up 3 more shuttles. just so that we can have the maximum number already available to us, running around and helping out, and that's going to really make the future of this colony a lot brighter with that one change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.